Will you work? Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. Things are a little different right now, as you can tell. So I'm currently in the middle of my Nightmare on Elm Street revisited, my Freddy revisited, I should say. As you're saying this, um, but I'm doing this. I've been wanting to do these top tens for a while. So it's turned into four top tens, but the fourth one was always because I decided to do it. So my original plan was that May was going to be May there be comedy. I was going to do some comedy movies during certain days in the month, and that through laziness and just not really trying. I did try to look at movies and stuff. I was like, but these top tens were always intended to happen this month because I'm doing a 31 on 31, and uh, May 31st, August 31st, and October 31st. I'm only going to tell you one of them right now, and that's the May 31st is May There Be Comedy is the version. It's going to be I'm doing rankings for the top 10 80s comedies, my personal favorites of course, top 10 90s comedies, and top 10 2000s comedies, which is now devolved into a two-part top 10 2000s comedies and top 10 more 2000s comedies. But the first 10 that I do are the definitive 10 that will be in the actual 31 on 31. And if you're doing the math, you say that's only 30. 10, 10, and 10, that's 30. What about the 1? Well, the 1, my idea was that originally I was going to do 2010s. And whatever the number 1 from 2010's one, that's what would be in the 31 on 31. But upon looking at 2010 comedies, there's really nothing there for me. There's some, sure, but I don't know. Comedies really started to feather away into 2010. So I came up when I was doing the 2000s, getting the ones right out of there. Was so many I wanted to do. As is the same for all of these, but 2000s more so because that was my heyday of watching comedies. So yeah. But yeah. Also, to be fair, I am taking out 2 important movies. To be fair. No Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure in the 80s, because that would be number 1. So that's not in this list. And for the 90s, No Good Burger, because that would obviously be number 1. I'm trying to be fair. So it's, being fair. They would not be in that 31 on 31 either. I'm just trying to do these, to be fair. So let's get started with the top 10 80s comedies. So, as this is the 80s, expect some John Hughes. I'm going to put that out right now. Expect John Hughes, because it's there. They're there. Speaking of which, number 10 is Weird Science. This is also the Weird Science. I like this slip. I like this cover. The other one I think is just them looking at each other or something, but I like that. So, you know what this is, obviously. It's 2 geeks who create what is essentially a genie. She's called out on the show, but here they create a woman named Lisa who can grant their every wish, basically, and they want to be popular, of course. They can get the girl of their dreams, and wild shenanigans ensue, and it's a PG-13 movie, and there's nudity very quickly, but yeah, and there's that, there, that, but yeah, I like what this does. John Hughes had a way of writing teen comedies. That's what he was good at. Even though there are some other ones for adult comedies like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles and Uncle Buck that work, the teen comedies I think were always his best. And this is one of his best, I believe. But yeah. And was it Anthony Michael Hall's first collaboration with him? This came out in 80. No, I don't think so. This is 80. What year did this come out? 85. So it might have been the first. One of the first, maybe. I don't know. But number 9. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Bueller. You, sir, are an asshole. Made from it, the Sausage King of Chicago. Yeah. So, well, this is. What else can I say? You know, Donkey darling, Donkey the whole scene. Hey, you know, poor Cameron. There's also, I think there's a theory out there that Cameron is actually the main character of this, and that he's imagining Ferris. That would work if Sloane wasn't there, because she can obviously see him. So, yeah, I don't know. Matthew Broderick, probably his best performance. I mean, who can doubt his great performance in Godzilla, right? That's a lot of fish. Inspector Gadget, he's good in that too, I guess. But he's really good in this. I never heard any complaints about his performance in this. Yeah, and not to praise the pedophile, but Jeffrey Jones is also good in this. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to praise him, but he is good in this. For the bad person that he is, he gave good performances. Let's just remember his characters, like this and the guy from Beetlejuice. And maybe Howard the Duck. I don't know. I almost had Howard the Duck on this list because I unapologetically love Howard the Duck. But it's not good enough to be on this list. But, yeah. Number 8. It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it! It's the Blues Brothers. That's right, Blues Brothers. This movie means a lot to me. My grandpa and I watched it together. Watched the theatrical version, not the extended version. You don't need that. And I don't mind the sequel. Okay, this show you. So I've seen, except for 1941, I've seen all the ones that they did together. This and Neighbors. I have not seen 1941, but from what I hear, Belushi and Aykroyd were great together, and it's too bad that Belushi had to pass away, because we could have gotten more. You know, and from the interviews I've heard from Dan Aykroyd, he loved John Belushi. He loved him. He was like a brother to him, man. So, yeah. And so many of people from this are passed away now. John Belushi, Cab Calloway, Ray Charles, Carrie Fisher, James Brown, Henry Gibson. Yeah, they're all gone, but they're right here, right? They're all right here in your heart. You love them. The musical sequences in this are pretty good. You know that. You better like Everybody Needs Somebody to Love, right? Sweet Home Chicago, which is a long ass song. I love that song, but I don't know why every version is like 6 minutes long, maybe longer. Maybe it's like 9 minutes. It's a long song. You know, She Got the Katie, right? Fix the cigarette lighter. Yeah. You, how much for the women? Huh? The girls, how much for the girls? Yeah. Yeah. These two guys came in here with crazy orders. What they ordered? One ordered 4 whole fried chickens and a Coke. Elwood. The other one ordered... One ordered toast, dry, with nothing to drink. Elwood. What the other one ordered? 4 whole fried chickens and a Coke. And the Blues Brothers. Number 7. I'm a Mog. Half man, half dog. It's Spaceballs, the movie. Yes. Why nobody told me my ass was so big? I love this movie. Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good. What's this? This right now. Right now? This is what's happening right now. Move on for this. Let's never speak from this again. Or, I don't know what that was. I messed it up. But yeah, just... when it comes to spoof movies, this is probably my favorite. Like, actual spoof. See, unlike with the Seltzerberg movies, which I just covered, this spoofs Star Wars without going too much into it's actually Star Wars. They take liberties, which is good. And they have a good cast behind it. I'm an honest to God prince. Bill Pullman there. The late John Candy. Well, John Candy, that's another one. Faster Way. I always forget he's in it, but he's there. Orange whip, orange whip, orange whip. 3 orange whips. What is an orange whip? I don't know, but yeah, this is number 7. She's gonna be somebody's only light, gonna shine tonight. Yeah, she's gonna be somebody's baby tonight. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Hey, bud, let's party. I love this movie. Obviously, it was on this list. I have a cool slip. I like this slip. But it's from Pawn Shop, man. This is one I want to upgrade to Blu-ray, but I don't. You know, I love this slip. It's got the theatrical poster there. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it's one of those. You know, I think that movies like Clerks and Mallrats that were directed by Kevin Smith, I think they took from this, because it's a day in the life, more than a day in life, it's a few days in the life of just the characters, and they're either working at their job at the mall, or they're at school. It's, you know, chronicling these characters. Those kind of movies in the 80s where they take place in high school and you follow those characters, and you get great performances. Jennifer Jason Leigh, Sean Penn, Phoebe Cates, and you know what I'm talking about, Judge Reinhold. This movie gave me my love for Judge Reinhold. I always knew him as the stepdad Neil from the Santa Claus. And of course I knew him from Gremlins, but because he was cut out of that movie, he's not in there much. And this and vice versa, I think, were the two that gave me my love for Judge Reinhold. And he's good in this. Is that, you know, you're awkward, and he's supposed to be the more popular guy, but he's still awkward. And I can also kind of know what Ratner, the Ratner, feels too. You know, it sucks when there's a girl that you want, but she wants other guys but you. You know, like she's with this older guy, and then she goes for your best friend, and then you're just like. Ugh. And I always found it weird that they do end up getting together at the end. I think it's assumed that, but I don't know. Number 5. Fine, we fight to the death. No, to the pain. I don't know what that is. The Princess Bride. No more rhyming now, I mean it. Anybody with a peanut? But most notably is never mess with a Sicilian with death on the line. So it wasn't your drink. No. There was in both drinks. I built up an immunity to iocane powder. Yeah, this is one of my favorite. No, he's mostly dead. That means he's either mostly dead or all dead. If you're mostly dead, there's a chance you can come back. All dead is only one thing you can do. What's that? Go through the pants for loose change. The pockets for loose change. Bye. Have fun storming the castle. You think you do it? We take a miracle. Bye-bye! Oh, and of course, how? My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. I'll give you anything you want. I want my father back, you son of a bitch. This is a fantastic movie. I get goosebumps doing those lines. That's how fantastic this movie is. Number 4. I don't know if you'll get this reference, but I do, and that's all that matters. Why am I running? I have a broken leg. Dream my little dream of me. I realize this is a real niche film because not a lot of people would do a list of top movies from the 80s, top comedies from the 80s, and put this on there. Very little. I'm probably the only one. But I unapologetically love this movie. It's so high up on this list. And it's weird in context and even in... Because the idea is that, it's going to be a body swap movie, but not really. It's an old man who's in a younger kid's body, a teenager's body, and he has to live a teenage life in the 80s. He was probably grew up in the 60s, so he's not used to that. He's got to deal with it and this kid's life and all the struggles, and also trying to get his wife back, who's possibly also stranded in the body of this girl, but she's not as present as the old man is. And yes, the ending is a little bit strange, as it's really not an ending. It just sort of solves itself, but I don't care. I love this movie. Laney? Like Laney? Joel's Laney? He's going to kill you. He's going to kill me. He's going to kill both of us at the same time. Number 3. Any more questions? Yeah, does Barry Manilow know you raided his wardrobe? The Breakfast Club. Now, this is obviously my favorite John Hughes movie. Home Alone's up there too. But he didn't direct it. He directed this one. It's my favorite directed movie. You got this, and like I said, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. The other 3 that's on it, the other 2 that are on this list. And this is one that I caught on TV when I was a teenager. Maybe younger. I think it was on a USA or something, and my mom's first husband was watching it. And it was the made-for-TV version. It was something that enthralled me. That it was just these kids in detention for an hour and a half, 2 hours. 2 hours with TV time, but like commercials. But it's not anything spectacular. It's just these 5 kids getting to know each other. These 5 kids from different worlds. Some of them know each other, some of them don't. And it works. And even the commentary on, what she says. Well, what about school on Monday? Are you going to say hi to us? Or if I wave at you, you're going to wave back? Are you going to go in the back and take Brian to get high with you? Or what about Andrew? Are you going to hang out with him? It's that kind of commentary where, does your popularity determine, is it more important than actual friendships? They try to do that with Grease, but I don't think they pulled it off the way they wanted it to. And that conversation they have works. Whereas with Grease, he's going to be a dick because they can't get together until the end of the movie. Otherwise, we won't have a movie. And even when they do sort of get together, the 2 times they almost do, it's at the drive-in, and then there's the whole thing with Cha-Cha, which never made any sense. But yeah, I mean, the live version kind of made a little bit more sense, but maybe. But yeah, number 2, and these 2 are very close to my heart. These final 2. This one is a childhood favorite of mine. It's Tom Hanks. The space goes down, down, baby, down by the roller coaster, sweet, sweet baby, I'll never let you go. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop, shimmy, shimmy, rock, shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop, shimmy, shimmy, rock. I had a girlfriend, Trisket. She said, Trisket, a biscuit, ice cream, soda pop, vanilla on top. Ooh, Shalita, walking down the street 10 times a week. I meant it, I said it, I stole my mama's credit. I'm cool, I'm hot, sock me in the stomach 2 more times. Is Big. That's right, Big, Tom Hanks. Probably my favorite Tom Hanks film, and that I love Toy Story, but this is the one I grew up on. As a kid, you always feel like you're trapped, right? As a kid, you want to be able to do more, but you're a kid, you can't do anything, so you want that sense of I want to grow up, and then you grow up and you realize, no, let me go back. Like the Eddie Money song, I wanna go back and do it all over, but I can't go back, God, no. Yeah, so, yeah. They did a remake of sorts called Little with Tiffany Haddish. From what I read of that sounds like crap. If they were going to do Little, which it should be small, or a little worse, I guess, they could have done one where it's flash forward and he's like an adult now and he wants to be young, and they could have done it, it takes place essentially 20 years later, but he wants to be little again, so he wishes, and he got like David Moscow to come back to play the younger version. I don't know how big it would have been, big, without Tom Hanks as the main character, but I don't know. But or they could have just done a sequel, Big 2. And what I would have done is I would have had Billy find the machine, and because Billy's like, oh, okay, I want to try it, and he makes himself big. And you get another actor to play him or something. I don't know. But yeah. But number one, they are the best. They are the only. They are the Ghostbusters. That's right. Yeah, the Twinkie decides in the Empire State Building. That's a huge Twinkie. If there's a steady paycheck in it, I'll believe anything you say. Go get her, Ray. Are you a god? No. That die. Ray, next time someone asks if you're a god, you say yes. Well, she's fine. She's to take a little nap now. Give her her CCs or whatever the hell she says. Alright, we brought the dog. What else can no, that's the second one. The Vigo lines. Well, I do really like too. This is one of my favorite movies. Well, it's in my top 30 at least, but this steelbook has gotten a dented. It might be one of the ones that fell when it was on that one shelf thingy that I no longer have. Dented, but Ghostbusters. What else can I say about Ghostbusters? A lot of people say, well, it was lightning in a bottle and they were able to replicate it. I like Ghostbusters too. I didn't mind the 2016 remake with the females, and I also really like the other two, Afterlife more than Frozen Empire, but I really like them. I hope we get one more, at least one more, before they decide to do something else with it. But yes, this is number one. So, what do you think of my list? What are your top 10 favorite comedies of the 80s? Let me know in the comments below. Just like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.